This YouTube video was presented by Screamscape, your ultimate guide to theme parks.
All right, we are here at the Skyline Attractions booth with Chris. Is that right? Chris Gray.
Oh, this is a funny little thing that he does here.
Yeah, you look, hey now, come on. Every year, really? Yeah. I thought this year you'd be friendlier.
Well, at least I didn't throw it at you.
And he's done.
So
you'll have to give everybody the insight on that sometime, but not right now.
Not right now. He's a busy guy. New company, new products.
New products. You know, the one thing that we've always wanted to do is take our step out of doing roller coasters and things like that. We've always been in love with the amusement industry. We always had crazy ideas, and some of those ideas were a lot more than just roller coasters. So you're seeing some of those ideas here on the floor. And actually, as a small company, what we wanted to do was come up with something and develop something that no one had seen before. And that's not necessarily easy to do in this industry with something that's small. So one of the ideas was, hey, we know how to put rides together, we know how to make mechanical systems work, why don't we try to incorporate that with some sort of game? So literally while we were sitting around one day having mojitos and eating Cuban food, somebody said, wouldn't it be fun to be on the end of a high striker? And it's like, wow, if we do that, what if we race it to the top? So this thing kind of was born from that.
Now, is that a discussion that happened after Skyline Attractions had become a thing, or you guys already have that cooking and you're like, okay, now we have something to kind of base yourself off of?
We actually had some ideas that we wanted to do in Skyline Attractions. The four of us had already started to get together and talk, but we actually didn't form the company per se until the day that we left Great Coasters.
All right.
And at that point, we had computers and we started designing. So 4 months ago, this was just in the head.
Oh, wow.
So in 4 months, this and this come out. So from drawings to finished product to here on the floor.
Now, what applications would this be best used for? We were talking about this in the podcast. He said FEC centers.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that because, you know, immediately I go to amusement parks and thinking that. But if you slap this in like Fun Spot or, you know, those kind of places, I would think that's instant success.
And again, it works. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it works just like a game, but it also has that ride element. So one of the ideas is to have a product small enough that it could fit into a myriad of entertainment centers all the way up to the big amusement parks. And one of the ideas for the bigger amusement parks was to take this product, because it's so new and unique, put it in front of the line of the biggest, newest attraction that you have. And the giveaway is not a stuffed animal, but the giveaway is go to the front of the line.
There you go.
So basically, that would be the sell for a big park. And I think if we do that, people value time much more than they would a stuffed animal. And if they realize if I pay $5 and I get a free shot to a 2-hour line, they would probably be more apt at doing that than, you know, having a stuffed animal.
Not only that, but it also becomes helpful for the line itself, because if you have it somewhere in that proximity, then the people in line are being entertained.
Exactly.
And that helps out as well.
Exactly.
So,
and you know, we can do full-on walls. So that would be the other thing, is if you want to set up multiple units, it can all be daisy-chained together. So that's just more influx of people playing in a broader, you know, wall of entertainment right there in front of you while you waited in line.
Now, Chris, let's talk a little bit about the rides themselves. What do we have? This one is StrikeUUp behind us?
This is StrikeUUp, and what we've done is we trademarked Games You Ride, and the StrikeUUp and the SpinUWin, if you notice, the logos are very similar to the Games You Ride logo. So basically, it's a product line that we've invented. We envision it going about 6 or 7 forward, and then after that, we've already started to think about the next product line. So literally, we want to basically bring Games You Ride to the industry. And ultimately, you know, our industry works, a lot of things get copied very quickly.
Yep.
So the idea is it'll get copied, and at that point we've already moved on to the next one, and we kind of give it to the industry. So, but StrikeUUp, mechanically, it's run by what's called a servo motor and a cone drive. And one of the things that we wanted to do when it gets pushed up, it was very difficult to find a system that would very quickly raise a person in a seat and hold them there. And that's not easy to do with any kind of hydraulics or cable system or air impulse system. So what we do is we basically attach a chain-driven drive right to the seat. So the drive will lift it up and it will stop it, but the seat's also got a little spring-loaded system in it, so it provides you a little bounce there as well. And so basically the system is strong enough to take a 400-pound guy and put him at
Finally!
put him at the top of that tower in 1 second if we wanted to. So it's
That is the ride I want to go on.
that's a very, very powerful drive.
Yeah.
Is that like if you hit the thing hard enough, just that one unique, like,
No.
no.
We will not be doing this. But we do have a one-player, or I should say a one-team mode set up in the system. We're not running it here at the show, but so 2 people come up and they want to play and there's not another team to play. They basically turn it into a regular high striker and they get 3 hits to try to get the car to the top.
Oh, that's neat.
Very cool.
So, and basically if they make it to the top, they'll bounce around at the top like they've won the game and then they'll come back down. And if they were to get that, then they would get the free cut to the front of the line as well.
Sweet.
Interesting. And now the gameplay itself, how does that work? It's just your standard high striker mallet kind of game, or?
Sort of, but what we wanted to do is be able to appease smaller children and mothers not being afraid of their son, their little kid, to be able to beat a big muscle guy. So the way it works, it's reaction time, and when the light flashes, you have to hit. And after that light flashes, you have a second and a half before you can hit it again. But if you hit it first, you're going to get the light faster than the other guy.
Gotcha.
But it also works on how hard you hit as well. So the little kid can be faster, but the big guy can be stronger, but the little kid still has a chance to win.
I got it.
And gameplay will actually speed up them from what we've seen here. We're going to go to 1 second intervals. So right now we're at a 1.5 second interval. So it'll actually be even faster.
So it sounds like something we should probably do is IAAPA Challenge Game 3 right now.
I believe
we're
so,
tied.
yeah.
So we need to see who's going to win this.
And then game 4 will be right next door here, I believe, as well with the SpinUWin.
I was like, we got a booth next door with a game? I got you. Same booth, different game.
Yeah.
Tell us about that one.
So the other game is SpinUWin, and basically it was Jeff, because Jeff has 4 children and he sees all the toys that they play with. And there's a very famous child toy where they sit down and they just spin like
yourself
crazy.
stupid, yeah.
Right. So he was like, wow, that would be really cool if we turned that into a game you ride. So hence SpinUWin was born. And basically what it is it's 2 large seats attached to the center pole, and it would work as a coin op or a card slide. Here at the show we just have a button op, and 2 people would go up to it. Excuse me, my voice cracked. 2 people would go up to it. The seats are locked in position at the moment. They would sit down, they would swipe their card or put their coin in. The light pole would count down. There would be audio that would say, go! And they start spinning. And they can spin, we can set it up to 15 revolutions. Right now we have it at 6. And whoever gets the lights going to the top first as they spin, they're the winners. So we found out though, you normally have ride testing and you do hours and hours and hours of testing. On SpinUWin, we set it at 15. There was 1 test. And no one wanted to do that again. So it was like, please quickly set that to something lower. And we set it at 8, and the next thing you know, even at 8, it was like, please take it down to 6. So we found here at the show that 6 is plenty. So especially for adults. I mean, the other idea is kids can get in it, and the seat's big enough for 2 kids to literally sit face to face.
Okay.
So they can spin as well.
You know the spinny ride, I think Hershey Park has one of those like twister rides, so it's like a scrambler in a way, but the cars can also twist. We did that last time I was at Hershey Park, and the guy came up and said, guys, no spinning yet, the brakes are still on. We're like, oh, so yeah, we were sick by the end of that.
Brakes?
We were sick after that.
Well, you would have to be super strong to spin through the brakes. So.
All right, so you ready to challenge it up?
I think so. I think it's time to do it.
All right. So we're going to do some IAAPA challenge, and we'll get some games you ride. We'll get the StrikeUUp.
All right, let's go.
Basically, you guys are the height that they get striked up is based on 2 variables: the reaction time to these lights going on the bottom corners, as well as how hard you hit it.
So don't just keep beating, because then you're basically wasting your light time.
Gotcha.
And these things, they're pretty heavy. You can pack a wallet for these guys.
Before we start,
Take those down to about 4 pounds.
Gotcha.
before we start, we need to get a close-up of Drew's face on this one, because he is all ready to go this morning.
And by all ready to go, we mean rather hungover.
Hungover.
Is he old enough to drink?
I didn't remember my age last night, though.
Yeah. Old enough, yes. Mature enough, no.
All right, we're ready.
Let's go, Pat.
All right, you're going to see the countdown with the lights. You hear the bell and strike.
Go!
Go, go, go.
I like my chances. I've got the ride designer and you've got our intern. Feeling good about this one.
Here we go. Wait for the light. You hear a bell and strike.
Woo! Oh no! Come on, Chris. Oh, get a nice view from here. Oh!
It was so close.
How'd you lose?
I don't know.
I thought I had this one rigged.
Alright, guys. So basically, this is the SpinUWin. You guys just did the StrikeUUp. So who's winning now?
2-1 me.
So you got to really spin it pretty good.
Yeah, I got this.
Well, maybe you get the momentum going, you'll rock it out. So, so basically, when you guys get on, I'm going to set the lights up. I'll tell you when to go, and then you just need to spin as fast as you can.
Okay.
All right. The idea too is on this, we have it so it spins in the same, not the same direction, but basically so there's no head-on collisions of heads if hands if you fall back. So this one should spin this way, and this one should spin this way.
Okay.
All right.
And if it doesn't, then go the other way very quickly.
Alrighty, let's lower ourselves in.
So just take your time getting down. The seats are locked, so you can easily get in and out. Right? And
All
it
right.
will not unlock until we go. And then once you're done, you'll feel it slow down on its own.
All right,
What did you say it was going? This way?
Yeah.
and which one? So I spin it this way?
Yeah, and if it doesn't, you go. That's part of the fun.
Okay. And I grab on this one here.
So you can grab any of them.
Any of them, okay.
All right. So I'll give you a countdown, and I'll tell you to go. All right, get ready? 2, 1, go. Clint's got you by about a turn right now. You need to hustle.
I'm hustling. It was.
He's got you.
This is not good after all the rum last night.
All right. Clint
Woo!
won.
Tied it back up!
Now I lost and I'm dizzy.
Yeah. So just use the handles to come up out of there.
Oh my.
So it's easy. Now just take a second before you step down.
I know. 15 must have been insane.
15 was no good.
Oh my god. Well, that's fun.
That was SpinUWin.
Oh,
So one of the ideas, of course, you can take this one and use it in multiple areas too, in multiple settings. So
I could see this at like the mall.
I see this at Dave & Buster's, really.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, David Buster's.
This would be a lot of fun with a lot of beer, right?
no.
I don't know. Drew? Would this be a lot of fun with a lot of beer?
So, but anyway, you know, this is the first 2 products. We have some ideas for more games you ride. Hopefully we'll have another one next year, so maybe 2. I don't know, you'll see. I have an idea for next year's booth that's going to be pretty revolutionary, so for the IAAPA show. I'm really
A
excited.
booth you ride?
Maybe.
I love it. Chris, thank you very
Cool
much.
stuff,
guys.
innovative
You guys
stuff.
are
We dig it, all right?
Thanks for stopping and seeing us. So, see you guys. Have fun.